There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me.
Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to some Ohio Northern Overwatch. Today we'll be playing Carrol University, starting out here on Nepal. Nice little Queen Brawl comp. I'm Balder here with Ace Lama.
That is me. Hello. I know nothing about what's going on, Balder, but I'm excited to be here nonetheless.
You know, we're starting off two pretty similar comps. We got two similar DPS lines. They're running a cast. We got the Sombra. They got this big early pick on the Zen from Synonym coming in.
I mean, there's certainly stuff going on right now.
There sure is. There is util being used.
Just util being thrown both ways. You'd love to see Harry just...
Harry is blinking around.
Just blinking around.
Big
Harry got a
dip.
pick on the saucy right there.
Saucy. And clean, easy, breezy fight win for ONU. Carrol getting at a 12%. Who cares? We don't need it.
I mean, honestly, yeah, like it was over as soon as we got the site, you know?
Yeah, I mean, getting that early pick on the Zen from Synonym there, it's really big. Zen is really strong in this meta. He can really just make your team kind of evaporate right now, so.
And I mean, I'm no expert on the meta, but I have heard in passing that it's a pretty good season for Sombra, whatever.
It is pretty good. Sombra and Tracer are really good right now. Queen's looking pretty good.
Really, it looks like he's having a great time in here. Getting
Millions
absolutely
15,
cooked by
kind
like
of in
3
the
members of
blender.
the team right there.
Not a whole lot of room for him to go. ONU electing just to kind of fall out.
There you going for a bit of a
regroup, let them
stealth
take
mission
point.
here.
Coming up, we
Get
got
on the spray.
Pulse and Queen all to their Cass and Bab. Maybe you see a cheeky little Pulse here from Harry OW.
I would love to see it, honestly.
Listen.
And it's looking like that's what he's going for here.
And
he's,
listen.
he's still creeping. He's playing Metal Gear right now. He's on a stealth mission, but
And Carrol coming out.
In comes the
big
Bulls
pulse
bomb.
from Harry. Getting the high noon down. Not quite in time to save his team, but the window also comes out from Carrol. Not going to get a whole lot of
we'll
use
get
on
him
this
into the
point
site,
here.
though.
The Coalescence has been turned invisible, I suppose. ONU switches point.
Onitybody has been left alone on the point, and she will get taken out.
Very tragic. Gonna see if we can't quite get there in time to touch. Liking just a fallback. Zet, Millions 15, gets unlucky, trying to get out. Gets shot with that rail by Saucy.
And I mean, you hate to see it, you really do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just getting absolutely demolished right there. Love to see this TP from Sinan, though. Just
Oh, yeah, that movement, crazy.
insane movement. And
Gets detected. Gets a little too close for comfort on that Lucio. Could have been an unlucky situation, but
might have gotten a little unfortunate there, but looking like we're just trying to find an opportunity here for Sinan.
the overclock coming in from Saucy, getting one pick onto H50. Harry goes down to Saucy as well.
Million
down
getting
two
whittled
for
down
ONU.
right now, though.
Yeah, it's very tough fight for ONU. Synonym throws out the EMP.
EMP
a
comes
little
out,
too
but
late for ONU to do anything with it.
H50 coming in to contest. The OT is still taking its way down.
Rolling in.
Harry just blinking onto sight, trying to keep this site contested as long as he can here. I mean, as a
Carrol throwing
lone
out the
tracer, only
window.
so much you can do,
Harry
though. A
against
lot
the
on his
world.
plate.
And not much ONU can do to bring that back there. You know, some unlucky early picks kind of ruined our fights there.
I mean,
we'll be going into round 2.
you know what I think's the issue, Balder?
What's the issue?
I think the ONU morale is down due to lack of Twitch Prime subscriptions.
I agree. You know, they've been feeling really down. Not enough primers to really get them motivated.
Really get them pumped up, you know, because they know on the team that if you have an Amazon Prime account, it is completely free to link it with your Twitch account, and you can use that Twitch Prime subscription here at ONU_esports to have an ad-free viewing experience.
It's true, and they're really just sad for you because if you have Twitch Prime and you're not using your Prime sub, then you're basically just wasting money.
Wasting money.
But we'll see
And
if they can keep their morale up.
It would
here.
also allow you to support the program. Anyways, back to the game.
Gonna see switching up off the Sombra onto a Junkrat and a Sojourn.
Sinan flying in here.
Synonym
Love to
went
see
in.
it,
Odie
though.
Typhody getting a nice pick.
All these
Synonym
picks going
picking
the way
bat.
of ONU.
Odie Typhody kind of on a tear, getting her second. Easy, breezy cap. And we'll see.
I'm a big fan of that early aggression that we saw from ONU.
Oh, yeah. It's always good to see. And
They're swinging momentum back fast there.
Carol's
And it's what we
running
love to
just
see.
about the same comp. Gotta really watch out for that Zen play, though. Discord, ooh. Synonym gets
another
a
big pick.
cheeky pick on the BAP. Very hard for Carrol to do anything without their BAP alive to push into that with just some Zen heals. Nothing they can really do there. And
Getting forced back.
big knife from Millions 15. Harry gets the follow-up on it. Nice stagger on Saucy. Really good plays from ONU here.
I got nothing to add, Baldur. This is very true. I mean, I'm watching Million just dancing right now. He's having a great time.
And we are very up in the ult economy sector. Coming up, we Odie Typhody almost falling there. On 1 HP, does get picked by Klein Saucer. Down 1, Tyre coming in, getting the pick onto their Junkrat. It's an even fight for ONU now.
Million's
will
15
go down
getting
there to knifed in himself. Gonna fall. Saucy gets the pick on the Synonym. ONU's down some. Harry tries to get that pick onto their Sojourn. Not quite finding the shot he wanted, but
76% for ONU ain't too shabby though.
not shabby at all. Especially coming up, we got coming up on almost all our ults except for Tyre. Carrol's coming up on about the same. Tyre coming in from Carrol.
Will get broken though.
It will. Unlucky. You want to keep your Tyre out of the way of the bullets.
This is true. It is quite breakable.
It is. Harry's going to just come in here, force points.
It's just making it rain over here.
Odie coming in with the coal, and not a whole lot.
A huge team kill right there from ONU.
Easy. Carrol really got to make something happen fast from last fight territory here. And
in comes the Doom.
Into the Doom, and he
just as fast as we brought him up, he is gone.
It's very unfortunate.
And Harry's taking the fight to him now.
Yeah, whipping out that overclock, showing him, let me handle this. 1v1ing the Zen. We'll see if he can.
Manages to squeak it out with a little bit of assistance, but
if it wasn't for Millions 15, you have to wonder, does Harry win that?
It's anyone's game, you know? He was looking a little shaky. I think he got snuck up on, caught unawares. But I don't know. I think it's a bit of a toss-up between Adamant, the Zen, and Harry, you know?
For sure. I'm going to be seeing a little switch up from Carrol onto the an Orisa comp now. Orisa Sojourn Reaper. Electing to keep the Zen. Not a whole lot of, not as much sustain for the team. Maybe they can do a little better with the Orisa.
I mean, we have Harry also jumping onto the Sim now.
We do. We'll see if they stick it. Nope, he's going to switch right off to Tracer. Just get that TP out of spawn. Always good. And
Saucy on the other team will be sticking it, though.
coming here.
He's liking the Sim.
Nice little duel on point. Millions 15 gonna get kind of pushed out.
Forced out.
He is getting torn up, but manages to stay alive. Adamant getting a kill onto 850. Millions 15 getting pushed off the map.
Will just get absolutely thrown out of the map right there.
As he falls to his death. And Carrol's gonna take point first.
Hate to see Zets go out like that. You really do.
It is very tragic. But
I don't know. I think Nanomi is on the other team is just yeah, I think Nano on the other team just has something personal going on against Millions. Yeah. You know,
Adamant getting a pick onto Harry.
The Millions with the switch
rough
over here onto ramp.
He is. So Ramatra here, maybe gonna be a little bit better into this comp. Not really easy to go switch to a dive here. You know, to try to go on the Zen, the Orisa's gonna have a bit more peel. But ONU trying to find something. Lost both DPS in this fight. Harry should be just about back. So we should be only about down one. Orisa ult coming out.
We're seeing a lot of this 1v1 here between Nano and Million, and I'm here for it, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I believe it's an up 2 fight for ONU here. Some big picks coming in from all sides. Odie Typhody getting out.
Million's winning the 1v1 now on the Nano.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta make that little swap.
Carrol up to 74, but
Harry
We'll lose cap point.
Harry getting a nice little off angle. They come height, get a cheeky little pulse. And it looks like he might have the opportunity he's thinking of.
They might just give it to him here.
Sees the Reaper.
He's thinking about it.
And he misses the pulse.
And he will miss.
He gets out the lamp,
Unfortunate.
The trade for the lamp there is all that you really expect to get with a pulse into this comp. So you can't really complain. A little unfortunate he didn't get the stick onto someone, but c'est la vie.
I mean, the kills are still going the way of ONU.
And Sinning finds himself in a precarious situation. Race out just in time before those Zen shots enter his cranium.
I mean, if there's one thing I know is a bad thing, it's when foreign objects enter your cranium.
That is true. Let it be known, stream.
Let it be known. Do not let foreign objects enter your cranium.
And Carrol will be electing to go back up top again. We have Ramatra, ult, and B coming up on Cole. Carol's got Blossom and Zen.
Million in a bit of a rough position here.
All three ONU ults coming out here. Carrol pops Zen. Still got the window in their pocket. H50 gets a big kick onto Adamant here, getting that Zen out of the way. Orisa ult coming out. So's the window. Carrol has a strong point presence, but not so much without Nano there.
And Sinnon's got the Reaper ult online now, too.
And we're just kind of walk through that window. Not a whole lot.
Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking strong for Carrol there, and then they kind of Nano fell, and they just lost any point presence they had. And it's just going to be them trickling in. Nano's going to see if he can't get a stall with this ball.
I mean, he is just whipping around
he is
on the site.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
Harry and H50 will be taking him out.
And H50 almost falls, gets the pick onto Saucy with Harry OW. And OT trickles down. That's map 1 for Ohio Northern.
We love to see it. You really do.
We really do. And let's see what the play of the game will be. A big play for Millions 15, the Nocturnal Creature, some may say.
That is what people are calling him in the industry, I'm told.
I don't think we got to see this on stream, but
I don't think so.
Absolutely gargantuan.
Yeah, that was huge.
Queen ult there. Coming in, just anting all of Carrol, just tearing him up.
That's what we love to see right there, honestly.
It really is. It really is.
Just a dominant performance right there for ONU. I mean, we're looking a little shaky there on the first cap point, but
yeah,
we locked in the latter two. So
yeah,
sometimes you absolutely love to see.
You just roll out on a comp, not feeling it that day. Just gotta switch it up, see what you're feeling, be very fluid until you find something that clicks a little more. You know.
That first cap point, it was the warm up. It's the warm up.
Exactly.
You know, they're building up to it.
You know, you got to keep the stream interesting to give you more time to drop a Twitch Prime.
A Twitch Prime subscription, which is completely free if you have an Amazon account.
Very true.
Very true. And if you already are aware of Twitch Primes and you think you're subbed, make sure you double check. You know, sometimes it expires, so you don't know.
Yeah. You know,
because who likes ads? Who wants to see ads?
Who does?
Because I know I don't.
I don't, but you know what I do like doing? Supporting Ohio Northern Esports.
And the best way to do that, Twitch Prime subscriptions.
All right. Gonna be waiting here. See what Carrol's map pick is gonna be. Any thoughts? I know you're very versed in the map pool.
Honestly, I'm thinking that we might see like a nice Lijiang Tower. I mean,
it's not control.
You hate to see it. Took a stab in the dark. I haven't played this game in maybe 3 years. So.
This is tragic. I'm thinking probably maybe a nice classic KR, Kings Row. That's my read.
I mean, I do know this map, actually. So
yeah, and it's a classic.
It is a classic map.
It's one of the best. Maybe
it's one of my favorites, actually. I do really enjoy that map.
Carrol could be a little quirky, get a little weird, whip out a Numbani. They'd be a little disgusting for that.
That would be a bit contentious of a pick.
It would be. I know ONU would not be. It's not a Numbani heavy team. Kind of Numbani haters around these parts.
I mean, can you really blame them though? You know,
No,
it's
cannot.
it's just not a great map. You know,
Yeah,
there's certainly just better ones.
there are.
They're really pondering this decision.
They really are. I was really hoping they were gonna say something sooner, but
apparently not.
yeah. We might just go ahead and throw it to break. We'll come back when we
map
start
two?
back again.
Yep.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my streets. Yeah, high school was hard, you'd fight with my mom, I'd fall asleep to the screaming, sound machine always speaking, left emotional scars. Now I'm sweating.
What's crazy is I was going to say that Millions was going to be back on Queen,
Yeah. And
but I wasn't sure, you know, because I would have guessed most of this roster except for Harry, because
listen,
I would have assumed Harry would have stayed on hit scan.
I don't know, the Bastion, KR. He learned from Balder. What can I say?
We love to see it. The Balder impact goes crazy. The Balder effect, if you will.
Yeah, Harry carries on my legacy.
Balder walked so Harry could run
And Harry,
and then fall.
we're gonna be starting back here onto KR. Harry starting off with Widow here. I'm not entirely sure how crazy I am about the early Widow pick. I've never been a fan of it as the old varsity Widow player, but gonna switch off it quick onto nice Sozer.
Klein will find an early first blood on Nisinin.
Yeah, very unlucky.
Hate to see the
ONU's
DPS
gonna
fall like
try
that.
and just stabilize, maintain the space that they have over here. Let's send it in, come up through theater, drop back onto him. Let us clear out height real quick.
We love to see that Lucio movement. You really do.
Oh yeah, you know those clean wall rides. Love to watch it.
I mean, it's just so satisfying watching good Lucio movement.
It really is. A little Lucio serve. And Synonym flying in.
And Saucy
A little out in the middle of nowhere.
out of here.
Yeah, a little out in the middle of nowhere. Gets picked off by Saucy. ONU gonna be down one starting the second fight. Harry caught in a very, very precarious situation. Not quite gonna be able to find any way out.
And he will just get smoked right there. You hate to see it.
You really do.
Millions with the switch up now onto the ramp.
He is. You know, it was working on Nepal. See if it won't work again here.
If it ain't broke, I mean.
Very, very true.
And Harry back in the game now, looking like he wants to get his
And
revenge,
Harry
and he does.
Goes for Saucy. It's down one for ONU as Million falls to the Orisa ult.
And
Harry on 10 HP and
yet
a
again
dream
the
against
1v1
Zenyatta.
with this Zen just not going his way. You hate to see it for Harry.
Gets out by the skin of his teeth. Odi Typodi keeping him up. ONU can't really do much here.
Harry's
Harry gonna
eternal
try
rival.
and
He's
make-
going back in. He wants his vengeance.
You know, you really got, if you can control the height, you can do a lot more. But Carrol gonna
And
throw out
Millions
the
just taking the fight
window
to him right here.
and the Torb Splooge.
That is the technical term. That is what it is called.
The technical term I don't think I can say on stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would watch what you say next.
But oh well. ONU has some shining moments in that fight. Gets a few picks, but can't quite find the finish we want.
Not quite able to lock down sight like they wanted to.
Yeah, that window that Carrol had up, just a little too oppressive for us to deal with there.
Harry starting to see some ults coming online, though.
We sure do. We have Tire, Overclock, coming up on Ram to their Sojourn,
and speaking of the Riptire,
and Cynodin's gonna fall here, and his Tire's gonna get broken. A very unfortunate start for ONU here.
Unfortunately, the Tire is susceptible to being shot.
Yeah, as we said before, you do want to keep it out of the line of bullets.
I mean, generally, you just want to avoid getting shot.
Yeah, really, as you see that Orisa walking up on you there, I think you just detonate it on the Orisa and just try and play your life. I don't think you try and go for another play and try and make it an even fight.
I mean, my pro advice to someone who played Overwatch in 2018, just win.
Yeah.
Click heads and win, you know?
Amen, brother.
And
ONU's going to be whipping out the Ramatra and the Sojourn.
I'm just saying, Millions heard my advice.
Yeah, I mean...
He's certainly clicking on opponents, and he's certainly winning.
He sure did. That is exactly what ONU did. Might have to go check and make sure they don't have the stream open.
I should coach this game.
You really should. But ONU getting in at the OT for first point. And we will be taking it into second.
Millions once again taking this fight to Nano. Nano getting absolutely whittled down right now.
Very far pushed up. And the Torb Molten Core coming out. Throwing it down. Millions 15 can't really walk here.
And Harry's just hanging out. He's helping move the point.
ONU taking some space onto the high ground, making sure they can't get that pressure onto us. And coming up here, maybe a window. Odie Typhody.
Just taking the fight to him here. We love to see it.
Sitting and pushing him with her. Very window coming out from Carrol. Forcing ONU back. Very split right now. Sitting should have Wraith and TP to get out if he needs. Just wait till the window goes down. We're going right back in. No kills yet this fight. Very, very slow. Torb turret is getting abused though. And Harry starting the picks off onto Nano.
Yeah, taking Nano right out right there.
Trading Synonym for him.
You love to see it. The tank just getting picked off. And the space, just look at the space that they're losing already. Yeah,
Harry going down to 12 HP. Would have died if not for the health buff all the heroes got. Adamant coming in with the Transcendence to keep the point alive for Carrol. Harry getting two. Very tough for Carrol to come back here without their Baptiste. Not a lot of heals for him here.
Harry's just sticking it to him now.
For his third. And ONU's gonna very confidently come in and just cap second point.
We love to see it, honestly.
We really do. We'll see Line Saucer coming in.
And Millions and Harry, they're feeling it. We're extending, we're taking the fight to them. We don't want them to be coming to us, you know?
They are. And ONU in a very dominant position right now. Ult economy is 4 to basically 2, maybe 3. And maybe the Sune Rush coming out from Odie Typhody. H50 is gonna fall in the process. We get picks onto Mod, Saucy, Klein, and Nano.
And Adamant soon to fall right afterwards. The team kill for ONU.
Easy. And we still have 3 ults in the bank to Carrol's current 1.
And Sinan he's just hanging out.
He's waiting for...
And we'll get knocked out of position. Out comes the ult, though.
I don't know how he got what he did there. They all saw him, and they just...
And he's good for 3. And...
ONU's just gonna kind of walk forward.
Another team kill right there at the end just to round out the game.
Yeah, you really gotta wonder. What were they thinking when they see Synonym there? They have to know he has ult, and they see him walk back into the team, and he doesn't die immediately.
I mean,
I don't know.
Me personally, I would shoot him.
I would too. That should be the calm.
That I feel like if there's just a Reaper sitting that close to spawn, you know he's up to no good. You got to get him out of there.
I don't know. Maybe a little frantic seeing Cart getting that close. I don't know, but could have been possibly a different story.
I mean, maybe they just got a little nervy, got a little nervous, you know?
Yeah. And maybe a Reinhardt coming out from Carrol. Basically, same comp from ONU, but Carrol might be switching it up.
Fun to watch, actually. I haven't seen Orion.
Ryan, I don't think is too great this meta. But I mean, with a Bastion, if they whip out a Ryan Bastion Sim, it's a very classic comp, as you know.
As I do, I am aware of this. I have seen this composition once before.
Listen, this back in the days of Overwatch 1.
Back in my prime, this was the comp.
Listen, back in the day, you could be an absolute menace with a Ryan Sim Bastion.
So true. I used to love playing Ryan.
And
Ryan and
Carrol
DPS
gonna
are my
TP up
go-to.
onto Harry. Push him out of
Million just poking him right now.
Yeah, try and push him out of his position. Make sure can't get the value he wants to get here. ONU's gonna be trying to stabilize.
Ryan charge and Million just getting a bit of a gank here from Carrol onto Million.
Very true. And Harry's gonna be wrapping back around on the other side of height. Gonna come in.
Look at the jump onto this Bastion, who's gonna have to lose his high ground, and then
Harry gets
got 2 more players up there.
Have to play a little careful. H50's gonna fall. Harry getting a little poked out. ONU holding our space. Carrol kind of tucked into hotel here. Not a lot they can do.
They're a bit pinched in his space.
They are. They may be up one right now, but they're split. They're stuck in a very uncomfortable position. And gonna throw out the window. An early window. Harry has a
Harry's
good
still
angle.
in a great position. He's taking out.
Pulling what do we in the biz call a violet, just jumping in the air and getting killed.
And the kill's just going the way of ONU here.
Yeah, I mean,
except for Adamant, who's just up top, but he will get taken out by Odie.
Yeah, I mean, Carrol here could take this fight very quick. Synonym's gonna has a longer spawn to get back than Adamant does, so might see a quick rush from Carrol here.
We're seeing a switch here from Nano too, back from the Rhine back to the. Just lost the name of the character right there. Orisa, yep.
NA commentator, sorry stream.
NA commentator right here. You guys should sign me for Overwatch. That's the game we're watching, right? Rocket League? Where are we?
Good call. Million15 pops his ult, walks into them. ONU getting a good few picks. Bastional coming out from Carrol, not finding anything. ONU gonna be picking off these last few. And ONU got a clean hold on first point so far.
We're seeing a lot of dominance from ONU in these later rounds. Like, they are just fearless taking these fights. They're playing really coordinated off each other. It's just what you love to see. Just a well thought out strategy here.
It really is. It really is.
Harry once again almost getting taken out of the fight.
Odie falling early to Adamant. A very bad pick for ONU to have here. Harry gonna get the pick onto their Reaper, make it an even fight.
The point has started to get capped though. ONU now taking the fight to them.
Pull out the Transcendence to keep us up. Sauce gonna get the pick onto Harry. Synonym getting pushed out, gonna get the mini, and try and stay alive. Come in on the back line, gonna get picked himself, and Carol's gonna cap first point.
H50 just gliding away. He wants no part of this.
He is out of there.
A little bit of a B hop here. We love to see it.
Very true. And Owen, you're gonna try and come back, hold this bookstore corner, maybe see if we can't get up to arches. Really. Yep, and we're gonna take that space. Reaper coming in. I don't know what he's doing there. He doesn't have ult, but he had the confidence.
But he is certainly hanging out.
He sure is.
Good damage from H50 on this high ground space here.
And I think a fat finger ult from Nano in spawn. He died early that last fight, and then as he spawned, I heard an Orisa cry as ult, and
maybe a bit of a rage ult, you know. Slamming the hand on the old keyboard. And
we all have a fat finger ult from time to time. It happens to the best of us.
And Million taking out Klein right there.
Yeah, some big early picks. I mean, it's very tough to push through these arches if you start the fight down one. Not a lot you can do. You just have to back out, wait for him to come back.
And Million's just building up this ult. He's getting really close.
Yeah, I mean, ONU coming up on 3 to Carrol's about to 4. Harry gonna fall. ONU gonna kind of have to back out here, see if we can't hold this bookstore corner, and then give up space as needed. See if we can't find something.
Nano just making his way up, trying to get the damage done here.
Pody keeping her team alive. Bob coming in.
The ult's just rolling in.
Not quite in a spot that can pressure ONU back much further than this. And ONU will hold this corner, has Harry back, throw out the Ramatra ult, and the Transcendent.
Million's taking the fight to him now.
Onto him. He gets himself in a rough situation, gonna get burned here.
He's in a bit of a pickle. Yeah. You hate to see it from Million.
A trade, and Adamant gets to pick on the Synonym. It's down 1 ONU right now, I believe. Harry pops the overclock. Perhaps a little too late. Wanted to see if he could find something. Maybe popped it right before Synonym died. See if he couldn't stabilize fight. And Adamant
just
gonna get the right click onto Harry.
He's got Harry's number.
He does. I mean, the Zen right now is just so strong. It's really a tough thing to deal with if you're playing against a good Zen player.
How many times have we seen this Zen just completely whittling Harry down?
I don't know.
And Million just trying to contest the best he can. Will get taken out in the process, though.
Million's 15 lost, I think, about 500 damage in a span of a second. That was rather unfortunate. And
out comes the Reaper ult.
Yeah, I mean, Klein Saucer said I'm not playing any games here. I'm playing Overwatch.
What's that we're watching?
But Klein getting a little big for his britches. He's gonna have to Wraith out here.
I really just thought D2 had changed a lot since I last played. Million making his way back up, trying to get himself back in the action once again.
Carrol with Bob in hand. ONU no current ults coming up on
Speaking of Bob.
Yeah, coming in.
There he is.
Million's 15. Just getting
completely
put into the blender. I mean, what can the man do?
They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this poor man. He has just not managed to stay in the fight without getting completely whittled down. The kill's going entirely the way of Carrol. Million trying to jump on to the hamster at the last minute just to try and get back to site. Not able to make it, though.
Not quite. It's going to come out to a minute in the bank for Carrol to a minute 22 for ONU.
Are you expecting any kind of composition change here, Balder? As a Rocket League expert as yourself.
You know, from my experience in League of Legends, I might say I think ONU might stick on the Ramatra Brawl here. Maybe throw Synonym onto Junk. It's a bit more of his comfort pick. Gonna be sticking the Reaper.
We're keeping it the same.
Yeah.
You know, if it ain't broke.
And Carrol starting off on attack.
Switching to the Widow.
Yeah. The Widow out of spawn here. If you can get a pick, it's really big, but every team knows about it. A lot of teams don't peek it. So We'll see. I've seen teams in the past. They stick the Widow through, and ONU historically has kind of let the Widow take a very oppressive angle in some maps.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Saucy's just got killer aim.
Listen.
This guy is stone cold.
As big as hitboxes are now, you don't need great aim. But
Emilian will spot out the Widow just immediately.
And they will be switching right onto Ash.
Just trying to lock down this little choke right before the statue here.
And Carrol gonna be pushing through. See if they can't find some of ONU's backline to take off. Nano in a very rough spot.
Yeah,
they
just
got
a rough spot,
lost.
completely isolated from his team, and he will get taken out by Millions.
I don't know. Nano might have needed a Nano there himself. It was not a favorable position. But
you know, for someone
who's
who's crying for this Nano, he has not had just an on his team at any point, I'm pretty sure.
He is not. But Klein is alive, able to get this OT for them.
Harry once again in his perch, though, just raining down bullets on him.
A very oppressive angle to be at.
And the DPS is just insane on a Nano, but the healers are working overtime to try and keep them in this, but Harry to take Nano out yet again.
Yeah.
And Harry good for 2 right there. Another one onto Saucy. And
third coming in? No. Millions 15 coming in for his 2.
Swooping in.
H50 gets his 1.
OT clock ticking down, and that will be the round complete.
And the Carrol comms has to be, it's drawable right now. If we full hold them, we can bring it to another map. I don't know if this is a best of 3 or BO5. I believe it's probably a best of 5. Okay. We shall see, but
I mean, the defense from them is going to need to be impeccable.
It is going to need to be pretty flawless. We're looking about probably 3 good fights from ONU here.
Minute 22 on the clock, so they've bought themselves a little bit more time. And we're liking this comp, you know?
Yeah.
We're feeling it. We're rocking with it. Nano has been a little indecisive on the tank, and we've seen Klein and Saucy just kind of, they're mixing it up, but for the most part, our healers have been relatively the same.
Yeah, I mean, healer, this is like pretty much the healer meta. You know, you can throw in a Moira, depending on what you're running, but I think in a brawl comp like where we've been running here, you really want that BAP. That MOR is really, really crucial. Make sure you can maintain your tank and the rest of your team.
So true. I was going to say the same thing. Word for word, actually.
And we see the Mei coming out from Carrol. Very strong defensive option if they can utilize the wall correctly. But a bad wall will kind of allow ONU to just capitalize on their whole team. So got to play very precise here.
Out comes the right click for H50, doing some good damage here. Millions just trying to take these fights, getting whittled down. Same with Harry, but Harry managed to take out Saucy in the process. Adamant fighting right back, though, taking H50 out.
And it's an even fight right now.
ONU's down a healer, though.
But gonna throw out the wall on the point. Not quite walling anyone off, just kind of allowing Carrol to stabilize. And Synonym getting pushed back, forcing his Wraith out. He's gonna be coming in, trying to poke out Carrol's back line.
Good damage from Saucy. 30 seconds remaining. And ONU trying to get active here.
We really are. And if we lose this fight,
the damage coming in is just so oppressive from them, but they're just barely managing to keep the site going.
850 falls as well. And Millions finds a pick onto Saucy. It's down 1 for ONU. 10
seconds remaining.
The window
Millions
coming
getting
out
pushed
from
out, forced
Carrol.
out of his position.
Our window coming out from Odi Typhodi. Now Carrol's comes out as well. Harry finds 2.
Harry,
onto both
he was
their
waiting for his timing, and he's got 2.
Clutches up for ONU
Make
here.
that 3.
Harry actually just won them the map.
An insane play from Harry. We saw him creeping there for a little bit, just trying to find that timing, and find it, he certainly did.
He sure did. I mean, I was about to say that's a draw, but Harry Harry found the...
That was a Balder level play we saw from Harry.
Listen, he learned from the best. What can I say? And another 8,000,015 play of the game here. Just kind of walking on him. Not a lot they can do there.
Insane. Just how much the team was doing right there. Millions included, but that was just incredible from them.
Kind of just bullying them. And you will be going to match point for ONU here.
Very true. What is your guess as to the next map, Balder? I mean, you were correct with the King's Row call. How are we feeling about map 3?
Map 3, a lot more variety we could go here. Personally, I'm a fan of a Junkertown. I've been seeing a lot of Circuit Royale in the past. Could throw out a Dorado, Route 66.
I was going to say Route 66, actually. That was going to be my guess.
You know, they're all possibilities. My guess, Junkertown.
Junkertown.
Locking it in.
I'm locking in on Route 66. I'm feeling it. It's just one of the few maps that I still recognize nowadays. So I'm feeling a Route 66.
And chat, you know what they say. If we're right, you do have to drop a Twitch Prime sub.
A Twitch Prime subscription. Because, I mean, it's completely free. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you're just wasting money for not using it.
Exactly.
And also, you can support ONU Esports, the big sign in the back. You can support us, and you can support our two beautiful casters up here. What better cause is there?
Honestly. And we will have another long while Carrol carefully deliberates their options.
I mean, there's probably a lot of conversation going into this, you know?
Yeah.
It's an important map for them. They need to try and turn the tides here. It's been a pretty close game. Like,
yeah,
they have certainly not been getting completely steamrolled, but we have seen a lot of dominance from ONU today. Yeah. So they're probably just trying to figure out how they can turn the tides, you know, especially play to their strengths, you know.
Right. You know, you got to be thinking, we've been playing Brawl v Brawl a lot of this, and we've been losing. Maybe try a map that they can't brawl into us on, like a Junkertown?
Or maybe, you know, maybe they're feeling it. Route 66. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? I think we will go to a quick commercial break, and then we will be right back with map 3.
Fade away from where we've been. I close the chapter where I'm ripping out my pages. Stop the fire under my skin. Oh, light the blaze again that stood alive for ages. Breathing in the lies that keep me open from the truth that keeps me holding on. Holding on to your lies. Where do you think you'll find me when you destroy what is inside me? I'll carry on. I'll carry on. I'll carry on. I'll carry on. I'll carry on.
Oh, and we are back at Circuit Royale. A bit of a mix-up. Not Route 66 or what was the map you were pushing for?
Junkertown.
Junkertown.
You know, it was probably the more likely one, but I just wanted to see a Junkertown. I will not be so lucky today, though.
unfortunate, but we will be seeing a bit of a mix-up now. Millions changing up the role onto, I just lost his name.
Sigma.
Sigma. I knew it started with an S, but I was going to say Sim, and I was like, that's just not right.
Yeah. And
I'm a big fan of Sig, honestly.
I am too.
I played a little bit of Overwatch 2 when it like first came out. I'm a big fan of Sig.
You know, it's always a solid choice. Circuit Royale here, a very heavy poke map. A lot of, if you have a good aimer on your team, a good Saucy could whip out a masterclass on the Ashe here. Really try and play to their strengths, perhaps.
I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it done before. I think Saucy could pull out something crazy here.
Just maybe. But ONU's gonna be getting the cart under bridge. No picks yet. Carrol kind of has to try and back out, contest cart a little bit, and
I mean the damage from Millions and Harry's.
Yeah, I mean,
just insane.
They're almost falling there.
They're getting pushed back pretty hard here.
Lamp has to come out from Carrol. Big piece of util down, and Harry's
Harry
gonna get
taking
that pick
out
on
Nano. The Sig taken out of the equation, the tank completely gone, and Carol's getting forced even further back now.
Yeah, ONU's just gonna be able to walk forward, take more and more space here, build up their ult, get us perhaps a stagger.
Millions just almost there, 94% already.
Yeah, maybe we might see a flux coming out from Millions right up here.
I mean,
Harry missing the jump. Very unfortunate time to switch.
You hate to see it, honestly. And Sinnonen will get taken out by the dynamite.
Throwing the rock into the shield.
My favorite
Saucy,
1v1 yet again
Saucer
between Million
gonna
and
find
Nano
H50.
here.
Harry gonna follow the dynamite. ONU down 3 in this fight. Odie and Millions to stay alive against
the dynamic duo, some have called them.
Yeah. They're... Yeah. But
Amelia getting back in the fight now.
And
Harry will be
Carrol
rejoining the team.
Has kind of swapped the ult economy, came back, and
do we have any wise words from you, Troy?
No, he's getting rocked out of it.
For our Overwatch team.
H50 gonna fall.
A surprise cameo from Director Troy here. Do you have any wise words for the stream?
Win.
Beautifully said.
Couldn't.
Absolutely.
Goodbye,
Troy has said goodbye. I'm not sure if that got picked up by Mike.
Can we get a PogChamp in chat?
Can we get a PogChamp for cookies?
Giving us the cookies.
This is crazy.
This is kind of heat. I cannot cap. I did not exactly catch what was happening.
Jumping into expensive, and expensive getting completely rolled over right there.
An even fight right now. The trans coming out from Adamant. Odie Typhodi gonna fall. Harry
running for his life, getting taken out of the air by Adamant. Adamant has had Harry's number this entire time.
He has. It has been a very unfortunate
turn of events, and Nano taking out Millions right there. And that will be halting the push for ONU, if just briefly.
Carrol has popped
the switch
all their
onto the Winton.
And ONU swapping off Hanzo. I would have just thrown the dragons at them. You know, why not? If you're going to swap up anyway, while you're walking to spawn, just throw that dragon, let it fly.
Give it a lob, you know? Might as well.
But going to be swapping onto Sombra. Harry still has the overclock.
And we love to see this aggression
Sinnonen's
from
gonna
Millions
fall
here.
early to Saucy. Harry's gonna whip out the overclock, see if he can't find something to stabilize his fight. He does find expensive.
Find one. Make that a second. Both healers taken down.
Yeah, and
Nano quick to follow behind.
Story as old as time from Herald Gaming, finding his fourth. Just finding both the supports early.
And we love to see that from Harry, honestly.
This isn't even the first fight, or this first time in this series that Harry's just found both supports and just took him out of the equation so fast.
Are we going to see a swap from Harry?
I think we are.
We will. A swap from Harry onto Genji.
You know, fair enough. You know, you want to swap the whole comp onto this dive. Just want to use that overclock before you can. And I mean, well worth it to stick for the overclock.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it was a great time to use the overclock. I mean, him taking out both healers as fast as he did. I mean, Nano quick to follow, so you lose just...
Synonym almost falling, not quite finding Adamant.
Just in time, too. I mean, Adamant has been Harry's kryptonite this game.
Yeah.
Harry coming up right behind him.
Million just coming with the primal. And
huge
Carrol's
kills from ONU right there.
Carrol is just going to fall over.
Very close to being a team kill if Adamant had not gotten taken out right there.
Yeah, I mean...
Even still, it gains ONU a lot of space right now.
Millions15 just kind of came in, just juggled him around with that primal, and the rest of ONU is there for that follow-up. But ONU gonna be getting the card pretty close.
And Nano getting almost taken out, but
gonna fall instead. 850 to fall next. Millions15 looking to find the Zen, get something, trying to stabilize, finds the Zen, dies himself. Knew he wasn't gonna get out, said, "You're coming with me."
Why we stopped?
Millions15 gonna swap onto the Diva. Big Diva fan over here. Balder is a Diva stan.
A certified Diva stan. He does have it tattooed on him somewhere. I will not give away where, but I have seen it.
It's a tramp stamp stream.
It is a tramp stamp. We're all aware.
Maybe, you know what I would love to see? A good old classic remake kill. That's what I would be going. And
I would be a big fan of that, honestly.
Synonym gonna fall
In comes
early.
Million, just jumping into the fight here, taking it to the Winston bubble.
And ONU gonna try and find something. Don't quite have Synonym with him just yet. Carrol has a very good poke right now. Millions15 gonna try and find this height, see if they can't wrap around. We have both DPS ults. Maybe see a good.
And it's looking like
blade.
Harry wants to use it here. Out comes
he does.
the Dragon
And,
Blade.
The EMP
And Million's
from
good
Synonym as
for
well.
3 right here. Nano just left in a bit of a spot. The Primal comes loose. Just to try and buy his team time to come back, but he will get taken out.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot Carrol can do there. Comes in with the Wraith. The Trans comes in, but Carrol's just gonna trickle in and fall one by one.
3.02 meters, but as soon as I say it, the space being
Get
gained.
the remake. Get the, oh, so close.
So close, actually.
And
Reaper
blossom.
ult just getting eaten right there. In between rounds, we'll be getting a live cookie review here.
Yeah, I believe this is the foot-long cookie from Subway.
Ooh, a foot-long cookie, you say?
I believe so. I've seen them on the app. Let it be known, though, the Ada Subway is on fraud watch. They are. They like to say, put it on the app that everything's out of stock, so you can't order on the app.
You hate to see it, you really do.
You really do.
Fraudulent behavior.
Truly.
Cookie is pretty solid, though. I'd give it a good 7.8 out of 10.
I'd give it a solid 8.2. I think this is it's a very solid cookie.
It's a good cookie.
Soft, you know.
I've had worse.
I have had worse cookies.
But I've definitely had better. Although this does feel like an aged cookie to me.
Maybe not an accurate review.
Yeah, it's like eating old McDonald's fries, you know? Like, you can't... once you make it past, like, I would say, like, 25-minute mark, the quality of your McDonald's fries goes down immensely.
They do go down the drain, but...
So that's... I fear for how long this cookie has been in the esports room.
Don't we all? We will find out later tonight.
If Balder and I survive this cookie, if we don't, I need to see a lot of primers.
Drop some primers.
If Balder and I die to this cookie, drop some primers, please. The program needs the support. Drop some primers to pay for some new casters.
What are you talking about? We don't get paid.
Too true, Balder. Too true. If only.
Although we were offered 10 Hong Kong dollars.
10 Hong Kong dollars. If someone in chat could get us the conversion rate for that would actually be incredible. So I am curious what 10 Hong Kong dollars converts to in USD. Because that was the going rate for both of us, apparently.
Yeah, so it would have been 5 Hong Kong dollars.
And I do think we should sue the program for trying to charge us what I can only assume is under minimum wage.
I dare say so. That has to be fraudulent.
And you know what? If you guys drop some primers, Troy might be able to afford to pay us.
Very true. Let us eat.
All right, I mean, at least he'd be able to pay Balder. I am already paid. So, not really talking about the game here, but Harry will find one on a Nano.
Yeah, the first pick of the game. Gonna find Odie type Odie. The big flux.
Flux coming in.
Ginormous flux coming out from $1,015,000.
That's just what are we
Looking
doing?
around.
What are we doing, expensive?
He gave up.
He just walked away from his setup, I'm pretty sure. He's like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm walking away.
Yeah.
Going on a stroll.
That's what you got to do sometimes.
It's a mental reset for him, you know? Maybe he was trying to... He's in stream. He wanted a piece of cookie.
You know, he's on his way.
And you know what? If you guys drop a primer, we will give you a bite of the cookie, too. There's still a little bit left. Next prime sub.
Next prime sub gets it.
We will mail it to you, but you will have to pay for the mailing cost.
Yeah.
Because we only have 5 Hong Kong dollars of these.
Perhaps to buy a prime sub with the 5 Hong Kong dollars though.
I hope it's enough for the primer, honestly.
And ONU kind of on a tear here. Just
Yeah, on a bit of a tear.
And Harry
getting
getting a little scared.
It's because it's Adamant. Adamant
Yeah,
is
he
just
was like, I've seen this story before. I know how this ends.
tale as old as time. Adamant is truly just Harry's Achilles heel. He's got everyone else's number in this.
Yeah.
But Adamant in the 1v1 is just ice cold against Harry.
Very true. And ONU coming up, a very strong ult economy. Harry gonna fall early to Nana though. And maybe throw out the high noon just to contest at some point.
This is a
think you're
crazy
just gonna-
Cassidy skin. I was so confused as to who we were looking at here for a minute.
Not my favorite cast skin, you know.
Rolling out.
A big Flux Noon coming out. Some great comms coming out from the team there.
That's what we love to see. And all the members of Carrol to fall right there. 30 seconds remaining. And
You know, I really got a question, like, Sinnerman has got away with 2 just flagrant ults.
where he's just kind of chilling in a corner, and then they
Yeah,
just
they were
do not
shooting
stop
at him and everything, and then they just stopped.
They seem to be just unable to stop Sinnerman in these. I mean, maybe he goes completely invisible in corners. I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't move, they can't see you.
Their vision is based on movement.
It is. And Carrol not going to get the touch. The ball's going to just go in for the Mega, and you just get... H50's just going to sit there kicking him.
You hate to see it.
I
for
mean,
Carrol. You
what a
really do.
way to finish the series.
And I think a pretty well-deserved play of the game from Harry here.
I dare say so.
Because this was a huge play.
I mean, finding both these supports here.
that jump
just-
up, taking out his rival Adamant,
Yeah.
beating his Achilles heel finally.
Coming into that
Finding
fight
yet another one
down
on a saucy
one,
right there.
and then just swinging it completely into ONU's favor. Really,
I mean, it's just absolutely what you love to see from ONU.
really magical.
And Harry hanging around for just 1 moment longer, revel in his victory here.
Yeah, but that will be a clean 3-0 for ONU. Love to see it.
Absolutely. And I will say, this last piece of cookie still up for grabs for someone who wants to use the Prime sub. We have
Prime.
no way of giving it to you, but the cookie
For
is
you.
here. So if you want a cookie, drop a Prime subscription. But I think that's just about all we have for today, Balder.
I believe so.
A clean 3-0 from ONU, but we will see you guys on the next broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Absolutely. Good night.